My wife and I bought our dream home just a few months ago. It's not about the actual home, it's more about the love of dirt roads and being out in the country. As a wildlife photographer, I wanted to use this property for my work. I often travel with hunters to capture the hunt, waterfowl, pheasant, quail, turkeys, but sometimes I enjoy being closer to home. So my wife planted a half-acre garden of tomatoes, peppers, onions, potatoes, beans and many other vegetables, and I have my small strawberry patch, 9 feet by 9 feet square. It started with 2 shovels of strawberries from my grandparents' strawberry bed and has moved with me through the years. My wife wants a garden to produce food, and I want one to bring in the wildlife. One day this summer, I noticed something had been eating my strawberries, so I told my wife about it. She ignored me just like I ignored her comments about something eating her beans. I knew her problem was deer, but I couldn't figure out mine. Then one gloomy, rainy Sunday afternoon, in between rain showers, I went out to pick strawberries and discovered that once again, something had gotten to them first. As I turned to go inside, frustrated, I heard a bobwhite quail very close. I grabbed my camera and dashed to the window closest to where I heard the quail. I couldn't believe my eyes. A quail was walking in my yard, 10 feet from my house, and even better, he was walking right towards me. I raised my camera, got him in my frame, and started shooting. He kept on walking around, taking turns pecking the ground, looking around and enjoying my yard. I whistled and he whistled back. Fortunately, I had my camera because no one would have believed me about what happened next. The quail started to eat a strawberry that I'd just thrown out of my strawberry bed a few minutes ago. As if that wasn't filling enough, the quail jumped up to my strawberry bed for another snack. I've read that bobwhites will eat hundreds of different plant seeds, mostly grasses, legumes and forbs. Word is that they'll eat pine seeds, soybeans and berries too. But it's just one of those things that doesn't sink in until it's right there in my garden, with my strawberries from my grandparents' strawberry beds. He looked back in my direction, his face covered with red juice, reminding me of a kid with a birthday cake all over his face. I thought for sure this quail was going to stick his tongue out at me next. I've worked as team photographer for the Colorado Rockies, the Denver Broncos, and worked for NCAA photography, photographed an albino pheasant and freelanced for Reuters and other services. There's something nice, though, to know that I don't have to travel far to get a once-in-a-lifetime photograph. Republished with permission from Strawberry Quail. By Casey Wilson, 2006. The Upland Almanac, Winter 2006. 2006 by Casey Wilson.